Hi, this is Raina Burr. Right now I'm going to show you a very exciting and fun platform for expanding your web of content into the live internet radio show arena. If you have ever wondered where podcasts come from or how you can do one yourself, this is it. It's called Blog Talk Radio, and one of the great things about Blog Talk Radio, like Squidoo and Easing Articles, is that Google and the other search engines love it. So it is much easier to rank with more competitive keywords by posting your content here. And also, in addition to being able to host a live internet radio show and then have it uploaded to the iTunes store as a podcast, which is huge in and of itself, you can also post content to a blog, which is also very popular on the search engines. So we'll get to that in a moment, but right now we want to get an account. So type in www.blog, B-L-O-G, talk, T-A-L-K, radio, R-A-D-I-O.com into your address bar and get yourself over to the website. Now at the top of the page, you can either click the link that says register or start your free talk show. They both take you to the same place. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on to start your free talk show. That just sounds more exciting, more alluring. Okay, so registration, display name. Now this is the name that is going to come up whenever your show is scheduled as the host. So you want to put in anything that you want that to be. And I'm going to put Mom's Making Money because that is one of my target market areas. And then the username can be anything that you choose. That no one's going to see this. It's just going to be used to log into your Blog Talk Radio account. So I may just go ahead and pick one of my standard usernames here and use one of my many usual passwords. And let's see, I've registered here before, so I need to make sure that I don't pick an email that I've used. Let's see, you have an info@rainaburr.com. Otherwise, it may not accept my account if it thinks that I'm trying to get more than one. And I may not do anything with this account. This may just be for demonstration purposes only. But still, I don't want them to kick it out. All right, so you want to click the box, I want to host my own show. And you can sign up for the Blog Talk Radio newsletter by checking the box right there or keeping the box checked. Since I already have an account, though, and I don't want to receive 2 copies of the newsletter, I'm going to go ahead and unclick it or uncheck the box. And then you're going to have to check, I agree to the Blog Talk Radio user agreement. Obviously, they're not going to approve your account if you don't do that. And then over here, you can choose gender. That may or may not be optional. The date of birth is probably just to make sure that you're old enough to have an account. So, don't get too hung up on that. And they're probably doing some market tracking here with the postal code. I don't know. Now, the really, really important thing over here, though, is the time zone. And because when you're scheduling your show, you want to make sure that, it's going to come up in the right time zone. You don't want to get confused and think, is my show starting now or an hour from now? And I had that issue when I was doing my first show, and I was kind of like, frantic over whether or not the time that it was showing, like that it was coming up, was really the time, or if that was based on Eastern Standard Time. So you can avoid all of that just by selecting your time zone now, and rest assured that that's going to be the time zone that's reflected in your scheduling. Okay, so after that, you're going to click Submit. And this username already exists, so I'm going to have to choose Okay, so I'm going to have to choose another username. At least it's giving me the option to choose something else. And I guess I can just choose Mom's Making Money. And I'll have to write that down so I remember where to come or what it is. Let's see, the password I can put, that can be the same. Surely. Okay, so everything else should still be right. Sorry about that. I'm going to go ahead and submit here. And then you'll have to go to your email account and look for your confirmation email. And so I'm sure it's pretty quick. So I'm going to go over there and see. Oh, it's not there yet. Okay. Let's see. It says if you don't receive an email, click back in your browser to double check the email address you used during registration. So let me just make sure that was okay. info@rainabird.com. That should be fine. I have it forwarded to my Gmail account, so I'm not sure why it's not coming through. Okay, so here is our confirmation email from Blog Talk Radio, and we'll just click onto that. And it was delivered to my junk mail folder, so I had to clear that up. Now it just says click on the following link to confirm your email address and continue to step 2 of 2 setting up your account. So click onto that, and we should be good to go here. All right. So, account approved, host setup. Now, first name and last name, these will not appear on your show when you schedule your show. That was your display name. So you can feel comfortable going ahead and typing in your first and last name here and your contact number. That way they can get a hold of you. And you'll also want to put in your Twitter information here, because what they will do, and you'll set this up a little bit later, but every time you have a show coming up, they will tweet that information directly to your Twitter account. So, and hopefully you have gotten your name associated with your Facebook account or a keyword. That's kind of a newer thing. And then your MySpace account, which I don't use as much, but I still have one under Lighthouse Success, and I haven't updated it in a while, but I think Facebook has kind of supplanted MySpace.com. And then your profile page description. This can be something that's keyword rich. Money helps stay at, this is directed towards one of my target markets, stay-at-home moms to earn income by working from home at their own home-based businesses. I hadn't really thought that out, but that'll work for now. I can always come back and change this. And then the default show category. These are fairly general, although there are some other categories in here like dads and family. If they have something like moms and family, I think I'll go ahead and click that. But they also have business, or they have marketing. You could choose that. And just be sure that you pick one that kind of describes the whole, concept of whatever your target market is. And you can always make individual shows on something else.